First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First and 10, it's Levis. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Levis now on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Levis. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Denzel Mims, 82 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Levis now off of play action. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught at the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 85 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Damian Harris with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Down the sideline he goes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, Levis. That is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Hooker now on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Panther Street! Panther Street! At the 19-yard line.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The end result, 21 yards. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Lions! 19 Lions!
Throwing. Hooker.
He finds his man, complete.
That's Gibbs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Hooker. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hustle!
Looking to throw, Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Now Hooker.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Levis throwing for it on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Levis on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10.
Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. On the option right, here's Levis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Will Levis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions 21.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Hands it off out of the gun to the 27-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Levis to throw off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the option right, here's Levis. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Will Levis. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 21. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check that.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hooker 19. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Let's go now.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
65 catch. 65 catch. Hey, smash.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He'll find Williams on the slant.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's good for a Lions.
Hurt.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hooker wants to change the look.
18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Levis to throw it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On first down, Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Packers 56, Lions 28. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to. Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Deputy! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
And caught up.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Second down, here's Levis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Read option, this is Gibbs.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Hurry, hurry!
To throw on second down, here's Hooker.
And this is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fourth down, Levis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 87 yards. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Lions 35. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be distant.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get a bit closer.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Throw left side is complete to Reed.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Levis on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Levis throwing for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Keon Crossett. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd down, Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Maverick, 60 Warriors, 70. Rig alert. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On the ready. Buffalo 18. Check. 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Hooker to throw.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better.